Party time, Mom. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show. Glad you guys are listening in. And whether you're listening in on Facebook, YouTube, or where podcasts are offered, preferably, I hope you're doing it where podcasts are offered. I just want to say thank you for the support. You guys have been awesome. You've been amazing. It's been fun. This little ride here in this little Studio 22, which was supposed to only going to last a couple of months, it turned into what, like 10 months? Long time, 9 months.
Sounds about right.
It's like we're giving birth around here, Puppet Master. We're gonna be birthing the show into the new studio, which is exciting. I took a look in there this morning. They got the lighting going in there. We got it's starting to really come together. So props and hats off to the guys around here, Chance and Chuck and Tim DiDonato and Sean. I mean, it's all those guys working so hard to do that thing and get it right. And so I'm excited about that. And it's just going to be better. We're going to be able to bring on more guests, which is going to be fun. We can do it via Skype, which will be a better setup for that, and just better technology over in that building. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun little set, fun little,
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I kind of got a little sentimental vibe though about it because I love being in this room, and we've kind of gotten to know this room a little bit, and it's kind of like it's home, Party Foul.
Yeah, it is, but it's kind of. You don't get to see because behind the scenes and everything that everybody's watching, but it's kind of tight in here and kind of junked up, and it's
not a lot of room.
Where the cameras look, it looks great.
Well, yeah. Well, and the beauty of it is a lot of times we'll have a lot of people who will come in here and they want to sit and watch the show being taped. We have more room to be able to go and do that over there if people want to sit in. You'll be able to see Mark and Candace a lot better because where they're going to be sitting in their little control area. We'll have better cameras set up, and they've got more room to work over there. It'll be nice.
I'll be in my natural setting.
Yeah, you'll be behind the bar over there. Over at Steve's place.
Yeah.
Steve's party place. Yeah. And today's episode, by the way, brought to you by Riduzone. We're going to talk about that here in a minute because I had a buddy of mine, Chris Bates, he texted me the other night, and he said, does that Riduzone stuff work? And I said, it does work, actually. It's really good stuff. In fact, if you're looking for something I'll go ahead and tell you right now, if you're looking for a weight management supplement, nothing wrong with Riduzone. This is some good stuff. And the reason is it's only got one ingredient, OEA. That is a natural metabolite of olive oil that's produced in the body. You produce it, your mama produces it, your daddy produces it, your dog produces it, but you'd have to drink gallons of this stuff in order for you to get enough OEA in your body to reap the benefits. And nobody wants to sit around drinking a whole lot of olive oil, right? So based on several university researchers, the roles of this OEA are to regulate appetite and the metabolism of body fat. And so in a 6-year study of former Biggest Loser contestants, remember that show? This study was sponsored by the National Institute of Health and the National Institute of Diabetes. It concluded that most of the participants on Biggest Loser gained their weight back because of slower metabolism. Look, the older we get, the slower it gets. It's tough. And the takeaway from all that is there's a scientific reason why it's so hard to keep weight off. And guess what? It's not your fault. Nothing's your fault. Just listen to the Democrats. Riduzone is America's first and only FDA-accepted new dietary supplement of OEA. Riduzone is going to supply you with more of what you already have and helps you with weight loss, portion control, and burning body fat. If you're looking to lose weight this season, I want to strongly suggest that you give non-prescription Riduzone a try. Use promo code CHAD, my name, CHAD, get a 30% off a 3-month supply, free shipping. Go to riduzone.com. That's RIDUZONE.com. Use promo code CHAD, 30% off. Speaking of pharmaceuticals, Purdue University. Can you get off the phone long enough, Steve?
I was looking up Riduzone. I was trying to spell it right, God. So I was trying to Google it.
Bougie Sean.
I need to order some.
Have you ever in your life seen anybody quite like Party Foul Steve?
No.
There's nobody. They broke the mold.
No one.
Yeah.
Party Foul's wife over here, sitting here, she's shaking her head. She knows. She knows. Golly. I know why you drink, T. I know why you drink, girl. I know why I drink.
Oh, blame it on somebody else.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Yep,
OEA, it's not your fault. Riduzone.com. Promo code CHAD. What was it you did yesterday then?
What did I do yesterday?
It's every day. It's every day with him. Something. And he's so matter of fact about it. Like, Tony, the other day we were riding down the interstate, right? We were riding down the interstate. He's driving my car. And a bag of trash had fallen off the back of a truck. And there was this big metal bracket in the road. And I said, and what did he aimed for it. Yes, he does. Da-dum, da-dum. And I said, what the hell, dude? You just ran it over. I was pointing it out. He goes, I didn't run over anything. Yes, you did. I didn't run over anything. That's the little bumps on the side over here on the other side of the road. I was getting out of its way. You just
dodged it.
You just heard the brrr. And no, Steve, you hit it. It was under my feet, under the car. Ba-ba, ba-ba. I could feel it. No, I didn't. I didn't do it.
But did you die?
Yesterday, now Steve has this thing of when he's driving, if he looks at something, he drives towards it. You got to keep him straight. If he looks at something, he's going to drive towards it. So yesterday, we came in from the airport, and I wanted him to drop me off at a restaurant to meet Jade that was on the other side of the interstate. And he's driving along, and I said, take me over there. And he looks across the interstate, and next thing I know, he overcorrects the car. And I'm like, what? He goes, well, I looked over there. This is how much I hate to drive myself, that I'm willing to allow myself to be put in harm's way on a regular basis with this fool. I know. Jade's not a great driver. I let her drive too.
I don't think anybody.
She's scary.
No, I don't think anybody that rides with someone else thinks that the person is driving is a great driver.
But okay, so like we had a friend take us to the airport in Missouri the other day, and God bless her for giving us a ride and stuff, because we were a long ways away and we couldn't get an Uber and stuff like that, and so they gave us a ride. They were headed that direction, and you were in the back seat, and you were coming unglued.
Yeah,
I knew
I put my phone
you were
in
coming
my face.
unglued because they were driving right on the bumper at 80 miles an hour of the person in front, and then if the person would move over, they'd slow down. Yeah. Instead of just going on past, they'd slow down like they were waiting to get behind somebody else.
That's weird.
It was weird.
But they didn't want to get pulled over, so they let somebody else lead.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, I know.
They were drafting for sure.
Be careful, Steve. But he will. He'll hit something and say he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Kind of like Beto O'Rourke. You know, if Francis O'Rourke gets drunk and hits you with his car, he will leave. Just so you know, that's his track record. That is.
See, I'll stick around and pour you a drink.
I know you will. You're like, hey man, let's all get messed up. But speaking of pharmaceuticals, Purdue Pharma LP, they reportedly filed for bankruptcy protection this past Sunday night. You know what they make over there? They make OxyContin. They're the ones who created OxyContin. So all over Kentucky right now, people are upset. People are sad because the production of OxyContin coming on down. Purdue Pharma, they are blamed for jump-starting America's opioid crisis with the aggressive marketing of OxyContin, and they filed for bankruptcy. Now, you know, we talk about the opioid crisis, or a lot of people talk about it, and you're like, how do people get addicted with things like that? And they do. I mean, it's a killer, right? It's a major thing, Bougie. I don't know why I'm talking to you about it, but
that's probably one of the main reasons.
Start calling you Corn Pop.
Corn Pop.
Did you see the Joe Biden video?
No.
Oh, well, we're not getting into that then. We're not going to talk about it till you see the Corn Pop video. Oh, Joe Biden versus the gang leader Corn Pop.
Oh my God.
In Delaware, the mean streets of Delaware, baby. Yeah, we talked about that on yesterday's episode.
That was pretty crappy.
Corn Pop, baby. Gang leader.
Okay.
But, you know, when I started getting affected severely with this gout, right, and it gets debilitating where I can't walk, and I know everybody wants to talk about cherry juice and do this and do that and dietary. I get it. But I take a medication that actually increases my risk for gout. And I have to take, I'm not getting into what I take, but trust me, I take a medication, and it's a thiazide. All right. Yeah. I see you squinting over there, T. Yeah. Yeah. Hydrochlorothiazide, which I take along with blood pressure medicine. It's a diuretic. Actually increases your chances with gout. So anyway, I deal with it. It's never not there these days, and we're working on that. But when that pain gets that severe, I'm like, man, if there was something that could knock out that pain. And I started realizing how easy people who live in pain can get addicted to these opioids. They really can. It's one thing to take them recreationally. And I had a friend of mine who people do though.
Yeah, I know, but
OxyContin's the number one killer in Kentucky. That's why I've got a friend who's a pastor in Kentucky, and that's what they used to do. They used to work with these people to get them off drugs because it was that little county they lived in was the number one abuser of OxyContin in the nation. and people were dying left and right. I mean, it was a crisis over there. And I always tell the story. It's pretty funny because they were interviewing these people that they gotten off drugs and gotten delivered from it. And this one guy said, "Man, I died 2 times once."
Just
the way he said it was funny. I died 2 times once.
With all my back issues, people, go to the doctor and they'll give you. I'm like, no, I don't even want to take ibuprofen.
I don't either. And Jade would tell you, and you travel with me enough. I don't take things. I don't like to take. I take enough medications for prescription, like my blood pressure stuff, to keep it regulated. Like I hate all of that stuff. And that's why I'm back in the gym. I'm working out again. I'm trying to get that stuff lowered naturally, like I need to be doing. But still, I don't like taking. I'm scared of that stuff. And I've never been an addictive person, except for Diet Coke.
I was going to say,
and I've managed to muscle through that for the most part. But there's an epidemic, right? And so they said this could be a settlement deal. If they reach a tentative settlement deal worth up to $12 billion with state and local governments, this is a big, big deal. Yep. So,
how many doctors are involved in this as well? Because this is not just pharmaceutical companies. They're marketing not to just people. They're marketing to doctors to prescribe these drugs.
Yeah.
So do they fall into that,
It's going to be problematic all the way around in terms of that. But, if it works, it works. I hope it works. What's the solution on that? Because some people do need the drugs. Some people do.
And how do you know the difference in who really does and who doesn't? If you're a doctor, you have pain seekers that come into the ER that are looking for you, and you kind of, I guess, you have your frequent flyers. If you work in the ER, this person's coming in. For
and
this.
Jade, and of course, T over here could speak more into that since they're in the world of medicine in that regard. But yeah, you get. Like I've been prescribed, when I had surgeries last year, they prescribed me pain meds that I did not take. Well, I still have them. And there were refills on them. Like I could go and just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just keep getting them. Well, I didn't. But think about how many people that don't do that. And how many people out there are listening. I know you bunch of rednecks out there. I'm white, so I know you Walmart rednecks. I know what you do. You get it from Aunt Susie. You get it from all these people. And it's like, oh, you need some Tylenol 3. I got something for you. You need a little something, blah, 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 blah. You just need to take a Xanax. Here's one. Get some sleep.
I go to my mother's house and load up on that.
Exactly.
Whatever I want.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So this stuff, it's out of control.
If you just took a couple of Valiums, you'd be fine. Yeah.
So interesting. Anyway, that's that. You can do some research on it. I mean, that's not, that's not something that you're going to hear going crazy. Did you see where? Did you know America's the #1 producer now of oil? Do you know that?
I think I heard that on the news.
We could be completely self-sufficient as a nation if we wanted to be, instead of worrying about Saudi Arabia and all these guys. I don't understand Trump's fascination with Saudi Arabia. I really don't. Back in 2014, Donald Trump, he tweeted about how we need to let Saudi Arabia fight their own wars and quit. We need to stay out of their business. And now what's he doing? This week he's talking about we're locked and loaded because apparently there was this attack from Iran and all this stuff. We're going to fight for Saudi Arabia. No. I don't understand. Saudi Arabia is not an ally.
No, but it goes back to those countries over there have been fighting way before there was ever one drop of oil ever pulled out of the ground.
Yeah,
they've been fighting for thousands and thousands a year in the name of religion, in the name of God, and everything else.
So.
Stay out of it.
What they're blaming Iran for is there was a drone strike on 2 oil refineries that wiped out half of Saudi Arabia's production of oil. And so now that Saudi Arabia's oil could now go up to $100 a barrel. What does that mean for you and me? Well, it means gas is probably going to go up by 22 cents a gallon.
If we don't get in that conflict and we stay completely out of it, 22 cents a gallon's worth it.
The problem is we're going to keep buying it from them because right now a barrel of gas is just over $60, but we're talking about going way over $100. That's pretty strong stuff. So hey, Saudi Arabia is burning. It's burning, and we could be affected by that. We don't have to do, but so that incident rather. Obviously, it escalates the words of war between Washington, D.C. and Tehran because, Donald Trump was kind of softening up on Iran. he was kind of easing back on that thing. You know, he fired, or according to John Bolton, he resigned. But, you know, either way, John Bolton left. And I think John Bolton was probably itching for a fight.
I was going to say, isn't he kind of a...
He kind of likes to fight.
Yeah.
You know. And so, anyway, Mike Pompeo, who, of course, is Secretary of State, said there's no evidence for any of these claims. He implicated Iran, which is basically waging a proxy war in Yemen by funding the Houthi rebels with their conflict, the old regime, backed by an international coalition led by the Saudis. And, Iran's, they're attacking. They're going after the world's energy supply. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. That's not fun. You know what is fun, though? We just got some documents released by the CIA. Bougie Sean, get this. Turn your mic back on, Bougie. I want you. You're going to love this. Now, what kind of dogs have you got?
Shiba Inus.
Shiba Inus. And I got Willie, of course, who's a Western Shepherd. I've got Cash, who is a Catahoula. And I've got June, who is a Rhodesian. You've got a Rhodesian, and then you got whatever your Cash is, who's a mutt.
He's a Chiweenie.
He's a Chiweenie. Okay, you're just making words up now. Is that a Chihuahua and a Dachshund?
Honestly, we don't know.
You're a Chiweenie.
It might be Corgi. Exactly. Might have some Corgi in him, too. So I've heard it all.
You're a Chiweenie. That's fun. Fun little dog. Anyway, the CIA just released documents that during the Cold War, during those years, they were using cats, dolphins, and birds to spy on the Soviet Union. Can't make it up. Can't make it up, T. They need to do a documentary on it. I want to see this movie. You know? The Dog Who Loved Me. Octopus, the cat spy. Dude, I want to see this.
If they can train dolphins to plant mines and stuff on ships, they might as well train them to do something else.
They wanted to train on the ground, in the air, in the sea. They wanted them to spy on the Soviet Union during the Cold War. They did tests on cats, dogs, dolphins, birds, everything from pigeons to some of the smartest ravens and crows. Did you know ravens and crows are really?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? I've done some research on that, Steve?
No, I've just seen TV shows about them. I've never seen
somebody had a pet crow or something?
IQ test for a crow.
So among them, Duda was top in espionage class in early 1974 on the way to becoming a high-flying CIA agent. He was said to have handled himself better in the rough, carried heavier loads, and could brush off attackers. That sounds like a weird porn movie.
Yeah.
But, oh, bougie. But on his toughest yet spy school test, he disappeared. You know why?
He got tired of it.
Other ravens killed him.
Oh.
He was done in by his own kind. Other ravens killed him.
He's a double agent.
Maybe he was. The Ravens put out a hit on Duda.
Yeah.
Wow, Steve. This is stuff you don't know, man. And you think aliens aren't at Area 51. They're there, dude. There's aliens everywhere.
They just arrested 2 guys last weekend.
Were they trying to
get in?
If y'all watch Bougie, have you watched the new documentary show? It's a series with Penn and Teller called Bullshit.
No.
That's the name of the show. It's on, I think, it's on Amazon or on Netflix, one of them. But it's funny. They go in and they basically bust the hoaxes up of people who are like communicating with the dead, or these people who are all about aliens, or these people who, all these crazy faith healers, things like that. And they go in there and they bust up all the myths. And they infiltrate and do all this stuff. And, of course, Penn Jillette and Teller, I mean, they're funny magicians anyway, doing the stuff they do.
One of them never says nothing, right?
Yeah. But have you ever heard him talk?
No.
Okay, so he does talk. And every now and then he'll go out and give a speech. Like if you go on there, like he gives speeches about his life and stuff like that. It's very, very good. That's all just obviously an act.
Okay.
But I mean, if you Google it, you'll hear some of his lectures that he gives. Really, really good stuff telling his life story and things. But no, this is the kind of stuff that, like, what's wrong with people? Like, I wonder how many millions of dollars went into research trying to train animals. Like, they did a bunch of stuff with birds. Like, for 10 years, they wanted to,
well, they used other people's money.
So what? Well, of course they did. There's no such thing as government funded. Yeah. No such thing. They were putting electrical implants in dogs' brains to see if they could be remotely controlled.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
Those poor dogs.
Like putting a little receiver in there and rolling them around like a remote control car.
And Michael Vick got in trouble for having a dog fight.
Yeah, for drowning dogs in a 5-gallon bucket. Yeah. But obviously they never went very far. I mean, that wasn't going to go anywhere. You know, they wanted the Dolphins to be potential saboteurs and spy on their nuclear submarine fleets. And, yeah. They wanted to see if they could replace human divers and place explosives on moored and moving vessels.
They did that with some dolphins, didn't they?
I think they did it with a whale.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, it gives a whole new meaning to Navy SEALs. Yeah. So I don't know, man. This is why do we even care? And y'all think that stuff going? Y'all think Vladimir Putin rigged the election? That's what's funny to me. I mean, this kind of crazy, senseless nonsense that's out there in the world that people are taking seriously. I mean, can you imagine, Mark? You got to go into the office every day, and you go into the lab, and that's what you got to do is figure out a new implant for a dog's brain.
Yeah.
You would think there was other things you could do with that kind of technology.
That's barking up the wrong tree right there.
Oh, there he is, folks. The puppet master with a zinger.
That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's time for me to exit. I'm going to the bathroom on that note.
Yeah. I love it, Bougie. Did you see where, you know who Boris Johnson is?
Nope, sure don't.
Yeah,
should I? Should I know who
you
Boris
probably
Johnson?
should.
I probably know of.
He's Britain's Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's the new leader. He loves Brexit. You know, he's part of that. He supports that. And
I mean, who doesn't like a good breakfast?
Golly. One of the things he said was that Britain needs to break free of the EU, the European Union, break free of their manacles like the Hulk. Everybody knows who the Incredible Hulk is.
Yes, I know who Incredible Hulk is.
So Mark Ruffalo, who is a big-time self-avowed leftist, get on his Twitter, he's always raving and raging about something. He played the Hulk in the Avengers movies.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's who Mark Ruffalo is. And he said, he came back and he said, Boris Johnson forgets that the Hulk only fights for the good of the whole. Mad and strong can also be dense and destructive. The Hulk works best when he is in unison with a team and is a disaster when he is alone. Plus, he always got Dr. Banner with science and reason. He's always got Dr. Banner with science and reason. Here is a Hollywood actor, this job, who is just absolutely off his rocker, who thinks the Hulk is like a real person.
Yeah.
Like he's going to come to the defense against Boris Johnson and fight against Brexit by talking about the horoscopological signs and virtues and characteristics and personality traits of the Incredible Hulk.
A made-up
being. Creature. Of course, it was created by Stan Lee. Oh. This is the world we're living in, people.
Getting into your role.
Angry white male, stay horned. Oh my gosh! This is like, who's listening to this stuff? I mean, he goes on this long rant about the Hulk and the virtues of the Hulk and how Boris Johnson should never use the Hulk as a comparison.
Where did he do that? On Twitter?
Oh yeah.
Because how many people are on Twitter?
Oh well.
How many people watching right now live are on Twitter?
There's a lot of people on Twitter.
Really? I go on there like once a week.
Are you stupid?
Yeah, I don't go on Twitter. I don't. Is it the president's on there? How do you read everybody's Twitter?
It's on Twitter.
Yeah, but you would have to literally stay on it 24/7 to know all that.
Welcome to my world.
Wait, weren't you just about how much I was on my phone?
Well, I'm not on it right now while I'm trying to make a show.
I know you're probably missing something happening right now on Twitter.
But by the time I get done with this here in a few minutes, guess what? I'm going to look and my thing will be blown up. I'll have 35 text messages just because I stopped looking at my phone for the last 40 minutes.
Probably Alyssa Milano. Yeah. Melissa Milano, whatever her name is.
Alyssa Milano.
She's probably doing something crazy right now.
She is doing something crazy.
So
she is doing. She's mentally ill. She admitted it. She said she was mentally ill. That's crazy.
The world of Twitter.
Speaking of
I don't get
ill,
Twitter.
Now, I want somebody to explain this logic to me right now, okay? Now, Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, these folks who want to talk about equality And they want to talk about equity. And they want to talk about how everybody should be the same. And everybody, you just shouldn't, yes, they just bought a $14, $15 million house on the Outer Banks of Martha's Vineyard, which is expected to be underwater in the next 11 years. Yes, they did all of those things. And they said things like, oh, how much is enough? You can't eat but so much, can't travel but so many places. Your house can only be so big. But they went out there and they did it anyway. So here is this, the Obamas, the bastions, the voices for the poor, the unequal, the people fighting for equality, the voice of hope and change. She is having a show. It's a moderated conversation with a former First Lady. She's going to have it at the Prudential Center in Newark. It just went on sale last Friday. You know how much the tickets are?
Probably a couple $100.
You can get one up in the nosebleed seats. You can go to Ticketmaster. You can get a seat in the nosebleeds for $104.
Yeah.
You can go to the 100 section, and you got tickets for $144. Now, if you want a more intimate VIP experience with Michelle Obama, you can get a VIP package. It comes with a meet and greet with the former First Lady. Those tickets are selling for $2,500 each.
What?
Yeah, come on. If you want to get a VIP ticket, however, you have to purchase 2 at once. Can't just get a onesie.
I bet you have to do a background check, too.
You got to come in pairs. Like Noah's Ark, baby, 2 by 2. VIP package, you get a meet and greet in a receiving line, which I guarantee you they're going to funnel those people through there. Just rapid fire. Speaking of rapid fire, my AR-15 does not fire rapidly. It is 1 trigger pull, 1 bullet fired. There you go. Unlike the way it will be at the Michelle Obama conference, meeting, show, whatever she's going to do. Yay! You get to get a photo, quick photo with Michelle Obama. You get a free hardcover copy of Becoming. You can enjoy refreshments.
Becoming.
In the
Is that a
venue's
book?
first 2 rows.
She writing a book?
That's her. She wrote the book. That's her.
Okay.
That's her book. I don't know what she's becoming, but she became. So I'm sure people are going to comment on.
Maybe
here
she'll be going.
There's the lovely First Lady right there. Look at this picture right there, Mark. Isn't she lovely?
Yeah.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, she's lovely. She'd kick your ass down the street. $2,500, man. $5,000 is what I'm trying to say.
I had somebody griped because they had to pay $50 for a ticket and a meet and greet for your show.
Yeah, well,
They bought it.
I'm not, people buy whatever they want.
I know.
More power
Either you
to you,
buy it
man.
or you don't.
More power to you. And I'll give you one more story of just things that don't matter. Like this, it matters. 2 more things, okay? Sam Smith, you know who Sam Smith is, the singer?
Nope.
You don't.
Should I know?
I mean, I don't know. Some people do. He's a pop singer. He went on Instagram last week, and he changed his preferred pronouns. He wants to be called they, them. Now, he's one dude. But he, she, it, whatever, I should say they want to now be called they, them. Sam Hunt, not Sam Hunt, he's a country singer. I'm sorry, Sam. I do know Sam Hunt. Sam Smith, who's won multiple Grammys, several #1 songs in the UK. He announced in March that he identified as non-binary. You know what that means?
Yep.
Do you want to explain to everybody?
It's neither male nor female.
Neither
He's
male
just
nor
a
female.
being.
He said, today's a good day, so here goes. I've decided I'm changing my pronouns to they, them. After a lifetime of being at war with my gender, I've decided to embrace myself for who I am inside and out. So I guess what he's saying is he's both.
Go for it, buddy.
He's both.
Oh, wait. Buddy wouldn't be the proper pronoun.
No, he can't. He can't call them guys, according to Vox. So I'm not going to call him. How about that?
Yeah, you don't have to. If you want to call yourself whatever you want, but don't expect everyone else to change what is.
So if you go to his house and his maid opens the door, his butler, whoever, and you say, is Sam here? They're out in the backyard. They are? Yes, they are. And you go outside, and Sam's just out there with Doodah the Raven, sending a little carrier pigeon note for the CIA. He said he was nervous. Now, why does this matter? I mean, people go, it doesn't matter, doesn't matter.
They said they were nervous.
Yeah.
Quit saying he.
Well, I'm telling you. They said, I've been nervous. Why doesn't he say we've been nervous? If he's a they, them, see, people say, why is this important? Why does this matter? And I'm getting into that because this is the world that they're trying to make us live in, and it's ludicrous. This is what your kids are being exposed to, your grandkids are being exposed to in schools, on the university setting. This is why it is mandatory that you keep your kids educated in proper ways, because this house of cards falls in on itself. He said, again, they said, I've been very nervous about announcing this because I care too much about what people think, but F it. I understand there will be many mistakes and misgendering, but all I ask is you please try. I hope you can see me like I see myself now. Thank you. He said, love you all. I'm scared, but feeling super free right now. Be kind.
I think that
so
sounds
he's not living up to his own demands that you are supposed to be operating under when addressing him.
That sounds like a drunk tweet.
They, them.
To me.
He wants to be identified as a they, them, but then he keeps referring to himself as I, and then he refers to you as you. Why isn't he asking what I want in my binary preferences? Steve.
He's just drawing
attention. And we're giving it to him because it's stupid. It's dumb. He continues to record and write music and is anticipating releasing a third studio album in 2019. So if they give him a Grammy, is it group of the year? Is he solo artist or is he pop group of the year? You know what I'm saying? Is this a collaboration when he goes into the studio? I want to know. How does he see it? Is he? Don't get on to that kid. You don't know how she identifies sitting over there. That's the stupidity. That's the stupidity. No wonder people take drugs. Or they've taken too many.
I really could care less what they want to be. It doesn't affect me.
But it does, Steve.
No, it does not.
It does affect you.
They could win a Grammy.
No, it affects you.
They could sing a song. They could not sing one. If I don't know who they are
I'm going to tell you how it affects you. If you're not listening, you got to listen. It affects you. There was someone in the UK who misgendered someone on Twitter, and they arrested her for it.
And that's ridiculous, too.
It is ridiculous, but what happens when it comes for you? You can call it ridiculous, but when the thought police come out there and they start talking about how you misgendered somebody, I didn't refer to Sam, whatever his name was, as a they, them, and so now I'm guilty of a hate crime? That affects me. That has something to do with me.
I get it from that angle.
Yeah, because that's where we're going. See, that's where we're going. If people are already being arrested in Europe for misgendering somebody and that's being called a hate crime, you got to fight that crap because it's going to come here. It's just a matter of time. Where's my Dr. Pepper? Oh, Dr. Pepper identifies as he, they.
Well, it's a doctor. It's got to be a male, right?
All doctors are, or Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so, yeah. Asian males. That's the only thing that are doctors these days.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we don't know if Dr. Pepper's a PhD or an MD or even a chiropractor, like our friend Michelle Krennick at Back to Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I just went to her this morning.
You did?
Yeah.
I think you're just going because you like going.
I do like going. I'd rather do that than take opioids. Look, see how that came full circle?
Okay.
I'll bring that.
Nice callback, Steve.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's what I do.
Hey, go to where podcasts are offered. Download, subscribe to the Chad Prather Show. Leave us a 5-star rating and a good review. That's all we like. That's all we take.
What are you doing? You're not ending the podcast right now, are you?
Why am I not?
I don't know, but you're like...
You want to talk for a few minutes?
Nope. I'm a good listener.
Yeah, I can tell that. I know. No, he's really not a good listener at all. He's not a...
I'm just getting warmed. I'm just getting warmed up. It takes me 30 minutes to warm up.
Yeah.
And we're at 35 minutes and...
You take a Get Roman?
Get Roman. It takes about 30 minutes to kick in.
GetRoman.com.
Boom.
Get RidUZone. Go to RidUZone.com, RIDUZONE. Use promo code Chad. Get 30% off. And come find me on the road. WatchChad.com has all the dates. The Eagles of Liberty, Michael Loftus, Brian Hainer, Reno Collier, me. We're going to be Addison, Texas next month. We're going to be in San Antonio, going to be in Houston. We're about to be in Des Moines, Iowa on the 24th. Omaha, Nebraska on the 25th. Guess what? If he's in town, Larry the Cable Guy's going to show up.
Yep. Sam Smith will not be.
They will not be there. They take up too many seats.
Yes.
But we will be in Kansas City on the 26th. And then you and I are headed back out to California. We just got back from there. The lovely, lovely people. I like going out there.
I do love it.
Everybody gives us a hard time about California. Why do you go to California so much? People are great. Yeah. And you know what? They don't take any crap. Like they're having to put up with so much crap that they don't like when you're out there, you can just be free and talk to them about everything. Like we did a straight up hour, 20 minutes the other night of just straight political comedy.
Yeah, you did. The new show that you're doing now, you're kind of, total going back to some of the cities we've already been.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, I love it.
Boom. Just punch them in the face. Like first line out of my mouth. Boom, punched them in the face.
Yeah.
And they loved it. They had a good time. There were a few people who came to that show there in Folsom who did not know what they were getting into. Because people sent me a message and they were like, dude, that was bust-a-gut funny. But the people sitting next to us were like, mm-mm.
But did they get up and leave?
They didn't get up and leave.
Because I didn't see anyone get up and leave.
Yeah, we had a blast.
So.
We had a blast, man. But I like going out there because those people have already put up with so much crap. They're like, when they come out, you come out there and make them laugh. They're not sitting there nitpicking of going, oh, my God, I can't believe that you used the word penis. Oh, yeah. You used the word penis. Yeah. And then the gasket pops.
Oh, the word penis and the word vagina. You got a little hate mail last week.
I got some hate mail for, I used the word penis and I used the word vagina. I used both of them one time.
And these are
and it was not a them, they. It was a singular penis and a singular vagina.
You were talking about medical procedures.
It was. And that was that, man.
And that's the right way to say it.
Yeah, I didn't call it by any other, vulgar colloquialism. I called it a penis and I called it a vagina. Your kindergarten knows those words.
Yep, sure do.
So that's what I use. And this lady said, there were children there. And I'm like, well, first of all, it's a dark theater. Jesus could have been there. I couldn't see. I don't know.
Oh, wait, there were children. There were some children
there. Were some kids there, but they know the word penis. And, you got all fired up over it.
So did you apologize?
No, I didn't apologize. I don't apologize. I apologize to my wife when I'm wrong. But I ain't apologizing to the cancel crowd that's out there. Yeah. That's the big thing, the cancel crowd. Have you heard of that?
No.
That's the whole deal is, like Dave Chappelle or Bill Burr comes out and does their comedy special and they want to come out there. Now we're just, we're going to cancel. It's the cancel culture is what they call it. Oh. And they're just going to cancel you. We want him off the air. Like what they did with Roseanne when she did the joke about Valerie Jarrett. So, she comes.
We had a couple of venues that have like, oh, no, we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want you here. So Brian Hainer, guitar guy, he did, Brian is a funny guy, incredibly talented, phenomenal guitar master. He's on this tour with us, and he just did a podcast episode over the weekend with our friend Christian Toto, who is a journalist, and he's out of Denver, Colorado. I've done a number of things with Christian, and they just did a podcast, and he was talking about that very thing, about how certain venues said no, because when we originally were wanting to just say, it's the MAGA Country Comedy Tour, which we thought was funny.
It is funny.
Like, we just thought it was funny. So when they were going out doing some of those shows, preliminary shows, they'd get there, and on the marquee they had, the comic who was there maybe the night before or who was going to be there the next night, but there wasn't even a poster. Wasn't a peep about those guys being in the venue. And they were like, what's the deal? And they're like, well, we can't put a poster up that says MAGA. Again, a lot of these comedy clubs are in urban areas. They're in downtown areas, very progressive areas a lot of times. And they're like, we don't want somebody throwing a brick through our window because we got MAGA on the thing. We can't push it. We can't promote it, which is ludicrous, absolutely stupid.
If there were some liberal comics that were putting on tours across the country, they could name it Libtards America.
They do.
And they would sell shows out and have no problem with it.
They do. What's the stupid one's name? Chelsea Handler. She's out doing an apology comedy tour right now where she's out apologizing for being white. It's just dumb. Come on. Yeah, you can go out there and say anything you want to say as long as it's against heterosexuals, against Christianity, against white people, against males, against cisgender preferences, But if you're Sam Smith, is that his name? They, them? If that is that their name?
That's their name.
But that becomes major news. Like, oh my God, applaud this guy. He is so woke. Yeah. They, them. I mean, they know who they are. That's dumb. But I want to come out there and do something about that's patriotic, about make America great again. And all of a sudden, that's hate speech? It's not hate speech.
Let me tell you.
You people believe exactly what the mainstream fake lame news tells you. And you think, oh, my God, you people are evil. You're fascist. Nya, 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 nya. All because somebody told you to think that way. You're a puppet.
You know how many times I've been in a restaurant and been misgendered? If I have my hat off from the back.
You know how many times you've been with me and I've misgendered you?
Hey, easy now. But when a waitress comes up and say, how are you ladies doing with me and my wife because they're coming from behind me, I start laughing. I think it's funny. I don't get offended. I don't get mad. Of course, they get embarrassed and stuff like that, but I laugh.
You're a pretty man.
I have beautiful hair. Thank you.
Ugly woman.
Yeah, I would be an ugly woman for sure.
And you have beautiful daughters.
I know.
Which is funny.
Yeah. That's the way it happens.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, I need you to care about this gender pronoun thing. I need you to care. I need you to care about it.
I don't. I just try not to. If I go somewhere and there's transgender, I just don't say anything because I don't want to be. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be rude about it.
Well, let me also remind you something that I've said on the podcast many, many times, and that is this is not the way the world thinks in general. It's just not. These are a few yahoos out here, and then the right. Conservatives, folks that agree with us on a lot of things, they're going to jump on this and be like, oh, see, the left has lost their mind. No, majority of people out there on the planet don't think like this stupidity. It's just not. But don't embrace it. Don't validate it either with applause. Don't because this is not normal thinking. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this guy's wrestling with his sexuality, his gender, whatever he's wrestling with, whatever you want, dude. Okay, that's fine. God bless you. You fight that battle. You live that struggle. You do that thing. But come on, man. Don't all of a sudden, if I'm out in public and I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? I shouldn't have to go to jail for that.
No, absolutely not.
I shouldn't get hate mail for that because I misgendered someone. I don't care about you that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that Road Armor shirt. My truck looks so good. Road Armor did a bang-up job, man. Yeah, go to Road Armor. Yeah.
I would say that, but they hadn't done my truck.
Yeah, well. Get famous. PartyFoulNation.com is rocking and rolling, though.
It is.
You're kicking butt on that.
I am.
That's good.
It's fun.
Man.
And the idea, what's crazy is the number of things. People send me ideas.
Yeah.
And it's like, keep them coming. Keep ideas coming because it's funny.
I want to watch you go viral, man. Crazy selling these shirts. I want everybody wearing the shirts. I was watching Yellowstone the other night, and in Season 2, Episode 5, when Jenkins is learning how to shoot and he's got his bodyguard out there, I look and guess what he's wearing on his hat?
What?
Say I won't.
Oh, nice.
Wearing a Say I Won't hat. I sent Knox Vanderpool and the boys, all the guys that Say I Won't, who's, by the way, has done our merchandise for years.
Yeah.
Said, man, did y'all even know they were wearing that Say I Won't hat on Yellowstone? That's hot.
Did they know?
That's a hot take. I think they knew.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they've been told many, many times.
I wonder if Road Armor knows that I'm wearing their shirt.
I wonder if Road Armor cares.
Break their show.
I don't think they care.
If Mark Hansen doesn't give me a call because I'm wearing his shirt on air, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to know he didn't watch.
Facebook is frustrating, and I'll say this and be quiet. Facebook is frustrating because I did a post the other day where I said, can't wait to be back in Wichita and Tulsa, cities which I've always sold out in. Can't wait to be back. Too bad Facebook won't let you know I'm coming. And everybody's like, you're coming to Tulsa?
Yeah, I saw that.
October 12th. Is it October 11th or October 12th? I think it's the 11th. Yeah. October 11th, and then we're in Wichita. No, we're in Wichita on October 11th. Tulsa, October 12th. I might have them flip-flop, but you can go to watchchad.com and find out. I love going to Tulsa. Oklahoma. And I got a great song about Tulsa.
Yeah, you do.
I do. People love my Tulsa song. And I'm going to sing it for the first time to the Tulsa crowd.
Well, we want to hear the second verse of it, though.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Go to watchchad.com, partyfoulnation.com. Go to blazetv.com/humor. And use promo code Chad. Everybody needs to be on Blaze TV. I got to get out of here. I'm going to go be on the news and why it matters with my good pal, Sarah Gonzalez.
Hey, maybe someday I can have a promo code Steve, Party Foul Steve on the Blaze. That'd be cool. Or maybe not. Okay, never mind. Forget it. Let's go. Bye, y'all. See you next time. Facebook post.
You see my Jedi mind trick, Mark, how it works?
Yeah, I saw that.
It took it that quick for him to change his own mind.
Mm-hmm.
I just got quiet and looked at him.
It's good work right there.
Yeah.
Take him out of here.
All right, Bougie Sean's outside the studio. He's out there crying. Hey, Bougie! Hey, Bougie! He's wearing a white T-shirt and he's smiling, and that's all I can see. It's dark out there. Hey, Bougie, do you know all doctors are Asian? Corn pop. Party time, Mom. Stay horned. Talk to you next time. We love y'all. God bless. We'll see you. Bye.